Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, real quick, I want to talk about Miss LaTocha Scott of Xscape. Okay, I want to say former member, but she's saying that she's still a member. So, member, LaTocha Scott. All right, I want to chat about her real quick because she recently did an interview with a radio station out in North Carolina. I believe it's 105.3 R&B. But she did an interview and she was more clear, I feel, when it came down to the allegations that her sister Tamika Scott has put on her and her husband about them stealing her money, okay? Her sound exchange coin, which was about roughly $30,000, okay? So I definitely want to talk about that. And then I also kind of want to touch on what Miss Tasha K had to say because I got a chance to check a little bit out of what Tasha had to say because she's going to be interviewing the alleged mistress of Rocky. And she's saying that Miss Girl has some damning evidence confirming for fact that she has been messing with this lady husband or whatnot. So yeah. We gonna see. We gonna see what that information really is. But according to Miss Tasha K, she got some tea on that. She's dropped the interview, I believe, for the public. YouTube is gonna be dropped on Friday, so I'm definitely gonna, scoot over there and check it out. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into what Tasha had to say in this interview. Okay, it was a very short interview, so the video here should not be that long. Okay, first of all, Tasha says that she did not. She was very clear. She says, I did not steal any money from my sister. I wish the follow-up question was, did your husband? Is it possible that your husband may have stolen anything from your sister? Of course, she would say no, but just ask the question, just to see. Because she could say, instead of saying no, she could say, well, I'm not sure what he could have done. I would say no, but I don't know what business dealings they had. You're right. And she could have did some slick like that. But Tasha saying no. I felt like that's more direct than what we've gotten from her in previous interviews where she'll kind of say no and skate past it and go into deflection mode, right? So she was very clear this time. She says that her first time ever hearing this was when her sister brought it up to her on television. For me, I do have a hard time believing that. I feel like this was a conversation that the sister may have brought up to them, but in an effort to move on, because she's always considered the person to be in the wrong based on, how her mom views her. I can see her bringing it to your front door, having an issue with you. There is no resolve, so she decided to forgive and move on. That's just an opinion of how I see it, but, Tasha could be right. Maybe this was her first time, but I really don't think this was her first time hearing about it. I really, really don't like. I don't think that's a person's natural reaction. I don't even think it's a person's natural reaction to forgive somebody after they took $30,000 plus from them. I feel like if it's been 2 months since everybody was getting their checks, and she talks to Tiny's mom, Tiny Moms goes back, checks on it for her, learns what the errors were, that your address was changed, that the check was endorsed with a false signature of yours, a fake email was being used, a passport was signed, and it wasn't signed by you. I just don't. Learning all of these factual things, I just don't see her not confronting you guys about it, right? I feel like she probably would have went to y'all thinking y'all may have still had the money and been like, hey, I talked to Tiny Mom and look, I was supposed to get like 30,000 X, Y, Z, ABC. Like, y'all got that money? You know what I'm saying? Thinking that y'all probably put it up for her or whatever the case is. And if y'all saying no, then it's like, okay, y'all stole it. Because I know Sound Exchange ain't lying, because how else they got this address? Because ain't nobody else give it to them. So somebody must have called up that changed the address, did this, did that, did that. Okay? And then she's saying that she has a receipt with Rocky's name on it. So I don't know. It would be nice if she would release it, but I also understand her not releasing it because I feel like she wants to mend her relationship with her family. So I see her not putting that out there. But if he pressed her buttons a little too hard, girl, we might end up getting a receipt that she's been over here talking about, okay? Saying that it was her signature and then allegedly it was Rocky's right up underneath hers. But that's what she said in the interview, okay? But when it comes to Tasha saying she didn't take nothing from her sister. Her first time ever hearing about it was when, on the TV show. Okay, right before we all learned about it, all right? Now, it does seem that as though Tasha is blaming the group members, i.e. Tiny, primarily Kandi, because Tiny isn't really saying a lie. I think Tiny is being herself. I don't think she got a lot of beef or any issues really with Tasha. I think, she just does enough to be able to communicate with those two ladies over here, and Tasha Tasha over there. So I feel like when Tasha kind of blames the group, I feel like she's more so kind of blaming Kandi, because I feel like Kandi has the larger platform. Kandi has done her speak on it, and she might slightly be blaming her sister, but this is what the blame is, okay? Tasha blames the group for not helping them come together. They are enjoying this because they live on reality TV. When she says the group and when she says they, I believe that she's referring to just Miss Candy Birds when she says that. She feels like they are enjoying the drama because it's likely helping out the ratings of the show or something. So that's the vibe that I got from it. But it's like, how can they help? How can we communicate if you don't hear what I said? Girl, like, what do you want the people to do? They're trying to communicate with you. You're in this space of zen. You don't want to deal. You're at your peaceful place. So how are they supposed to be in fences for real, if you're not ready to have real conversations or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, are they? I feel like everybody has an intricate part in the matters at hand, I'm sure. Okay, I don't think it should just go off on, just one person. But anywho, Tasha does go on to say she ain't got no hate for Kandi. You know what I'm saying? And she was very clear to say, like, girl, I don't be talking about that lady like that, and I don't talk about her all the time. Girl, she not even that important. Like, girl, why would I sit up there and waste all my time talking about her? Girl, if you pay attention, she the one up there doing the most talking about me. Girl, I barely be doing my little interviews that I do. Okay, girl, I ain't been tweeting, I ain't been posting, I ain't been saying a whole lot of nothing. Girl, what? So Tasha was real clear to clear that up. But she also says that she has no hate for Kandi. She says she loves her like she's her little sister. She's annoying as hell sometimes, understand. But she loves her like a little sister, according to Miss Tasha. And I guess though, hell, the way you treat your sister like she a damn stranger, to be honest with you. So, I guess, girl, I guess they are in the same boat. So she says that the allegations that Tamika are that she's put out here about Tasha and her husband, the question was asked whether or not Tasha feels as though it's affecting her marriage. And Tasha says, no, it's not. It ain't affecting us at all because we solid. We good, okay? So, whatever she's saying is what she's saying. They're just allegations. It doesn't affect us at all. She also goes on to let us know that her husband was working on a deal for she and her sister. It was supposed to be a duo thing that they were supposed to be doing when it came to music. But then she also goes on to say that I don't know what triggered this, but it seems like there was a problem at some point where Tasha came to Tamika and pretty much told her, at least based on how I'm digesting what it is that Tasha said, came to her and let her know, like, hey, they pretty much parted ways because on the road that Tasha was on, Tamika wasn't on, right? Tasha trying to be in her gospel wave. She felt like probably Tamika was trying to be in a whole nother wave. They just weren't being equally yoked at the time. They just had difference of opinions, difference of interests and stuff. So because Tasha told her that resulted in only Tasha moving forward with that deal versus she and her sister moving forward with that deal. And how she worded it, it seemed like she was kind of alluding to the fact that maybe her sister was really upset by Tasha's decision. Therefore, that could result into why she might be putting these allegations out there. Like, that's what I got from what it was that Tasha was saying. But I also have a question. I will say, although I do believe a lot of what Tamika says, I can't just not have questions because I do. And one of my questions is if you feel as though he signed his name on a check all those years ago to take $30,000 or whatever the case was from you, and if you feel as though, as y'all said in that interview, that every time, like y'all can't work with just your sister. Seems like when you work with your sister, you got to work with him too. It can't just be one or the other, right? So if you can't just work with your sister and you already, are alleging that he stole money from you or whatever the case is, then why would you want to move forward with this type of deal with him? If this is indeed true, what Tasha is saying, why would you even want to do that? I won't really want too much to do with him for real. Like, we could keep it very limited in a very limited capacity. Like, no, not making sense to me. So yeah, that's one of my questions that I have for Miss Tamika. And then another thing, Tamika, and I'm not saying that you're lying about this because I don't know. Your story definitely sounds extremely believable to me. I have to say, I have to be honest. But when I was watching Miss Candy's interview with Club Shay Shay, and Kandi referenced how you went on a radio station and you lied on Kandi. and said that she slept with Jermaine Dupri's dad. You said it without a blink of an eye, hesitation, or anything. So you said it so hard and strong that people truly believe that was true, and some people still believe that's true to this day. And Kandi is still emotionally affected by what it is that you said, although y'all have apologized, moved forward, and continuing to progress. So I am gonna be honest, and y'all feel away, have a great day, but it's like, the people are saying, if you're not going to show us the receipts, could you possibly be lying about that because you lied before? I'm just telling you what they said, but it's definitely a question of mine, though. Like, I mean, girl, you did, listen, you sound believable. However, you did, girl, they say you did lie on Miss Kandi. That's what Miss Kandi said. You lied on her real hard. Okay? So could you be fibbing about your sister? Your sister saying this her first time hearing it. Now, there are things that's lining up that's more in your favor to me. But I think what's going to make it real clear cut for the people is when they see pictures of that check where, a fake signature was signed and then somebody else's name was signed right underneath that. Okay, but you're going to do what you want to do anyway, because those are your facts. Those are your receipts. You know what I'm saying? We just over here having dialogue and conversation about it. And either way. Good luck. Now, as we're talking about Miss Tasha, Tasha pretty much says that whatever allegations her sister came out and said about her and her husband, it doesn't affect them at all, okay? They are Gucci. They are good. They are fine, okay? But my question is this. How are y'all going to be when the interview drops of the Mistress and her allegations? Are y'all going to be good, being great, doing fine? I want to say that y'all would, because the Mistress came out with things back last year, right? So it ain't like this is unfamiliar territory for y'all. Y'all already know how she coming, right? So I would think that y'all would want to be locked in and prepared. But I don't know. I mean, she might say some stuff that you didn't know and it might line up. I'm not sure. We all gonna be listening to see what Miss Ma'am had to say. But I just had to ask that question if y'all locked in, because when I was checking Tasha out, Tasha said that she spoke to, Rocky, and Rocky was saying that Rocky said, well, me and my wife, we gonna be good, we gonna be fine, whatever. So I don't know if y'all are, but it seems like Miss Tasha saying the same thing in her interview when it comes to her sister. So I don't know. Tasha may not pay that no mind. Girl, she might turn a blind eye. She might pay it no mind. She might think that lady looking for clout, and she not even gonna listen to the interview, no matter how many of y'all try to hop in that lady DMs and send her the link or a screenshot, So she's probably not going to pay it no mind. But some of the things Tasha was saying over there that she was alleging, and she was saying it really ain't alleged because she saw the stuff for firsthand in her phone. But she was saying that the Mistress confirmed she did have a real relationship with this man for multiple years, and that she was pregnant by him multiple times. I guess she said that she actually saw those messages. She read it. The Mistress got the man name tattooed on him. I guess it's the real name, and Tasha wouldn't have believed it if she didn't already had his name herself. So I just don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's just, girl, this is a lot. Girl, this right here is some messy stuff. This is a lot. Girl, I know y'all was trying to do this TV show for a little bit of exposure on Xscape. Get y'all coins, get a little bit of check here, there. And girl, this is opening up all kind of motherfucking can of worms on the ground. You don't know where to step next, because it might be another worm that's going to pop out at your... Girl, it's so much going on. Okay? But I just would like to know if y'all going to be click tight after this interview. We shall see how that's going to play out, all right? But either way, good luck. That's all that I have, all right? That's all that I have for you guys. Just wanted to give you a quick update on Miss LaTocha Scott and everything that's going on with her, and also this interview that's supposed to be coming out with her husband's alleged mistress, okay, Miss Unique. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. Y'all go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything that we just discussed. I'm JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.